Good morning, y'all. Yes, welcome back, or welcome to my channel if you're new. I'm so glad that you're here. Today I want to show you how I make Huevos Rancheros. It's my own way. I kind of come up with it and threw it all together. But on the weekends when I have time, that's what I like for breakfast. So I'm going to share my breakfast idea with you today. But first, let me show you how I make my coffee, because I got to get going in the morning before I do anything else is have some coffee. So let's get going. I start with some ice in the bottom of my cup, and I use Starbucks cold brew dark roast coffee. And I add a little sugar-free Italian cream, and then I'm going to put this almond milk unsweetened in this cup with 2 teaspoons of SPLENDA, and then a little bit of pinch of cinnamon. Then I'm going to use my little frother, and I'm going to make this nice and foamy. And once I get that done, I'll add it right to the top of my coffee. And that's how I make my coffee in the morning. And it is so good with that cinnamon, and it's sweet with that cream and SPLENDA. The almond milk is unsweetened, so you can just sweeten it however you like. But this is very good. And now I'm going to get on to the Huevos Rancheros. So I have 1 potato, 3 mini peppers, 1/4 of an onion. The green onion is for garnish, and the cilantro is for garnish. And then here's my petite potatoes, or tomatoes, petite tomatoes. And those I'll explain what they are just a little bit. But we're going to add about a tablespoon of oil to our pan, and I'm going to get that going so it's nice and hot whenever I chop this potato up into little pieces, and then I'll get a little brown on those, and then chop the rest of the veggies, and we'll be ready to go. Now that the potatoes and all the veggies are in the pan, we're going to let them cook up and get nice and golden brown. And we're going to season them up with a pinch of salt and a pinch of pepper. And y'all know my favorite, granulated garlic. Get all that mixed in together. Now this can of tomatoes is what I had on hand, and it's with garlic. My favorite one is the one that has the onions and peppers and celery in it. But this is just what I had on hand, so I used it, and you can use whatever kind of diced tomatoes that you have on hand, whether it's plain or flavored with something. Either way, it's going to be delicious. So I covered this, and I let it cook for a while until the potatoes are nice and tender, and a lot of that juice has cooked off of those tomatoes. Now you want to do this because you don't want it to be watery when you plate it up. So I'm just going to make a little well for 3 little eggs, and I'm going to crack them in there. And you can season them if you want, or you can just leave them in there to cook. But once I crack them in there, I'll put the lid on, and we're going to just let them cook right there in the sauce until they're nice and white. The yolk will be runny, but the white will be done. Now that the eggs are cooked how I want them, I'm just going to sprinkle those green onions and that cilantro right on top, and we are ready to plate. Isn't that a beautiful dish? Look at all the colors in there, and it is so good. You guys are really going to enjoy it. The main thing about this recipe is the chopping. That's about all the work that you have in it, so give it a try. You're going to love it. But here is my plate. This is simple, delicious, and very filling. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it inspires you to get in your kitchen and come up with something different. If you haven't already, hit that follow button so you don't miss any of the recipes that I post. I upload videos once a week. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.